the right side. He's just now starting to get upgrades. Really, he has 1 armor on his lings. But when you're on 2 to 3 base, you start pumping out the upgrades at a T-Bow, it'll pay off in the mid to late game. So that's one thing he's kind of behind on right now.
One thing I've actually noticed at my planetary fortress, and in future games I'm really going to prevent this. He almost had enough banelings to kill my planetary fortress right there, but didn't manage to take it out. So one thing I'm definitely going to do in the future is build supply depots along the southern line of my planetary fortress so that banelings aren't able to just smash directly into the planetary fortress, and then also have a few siege tanks behind the planetary fortress in the event that somebody tries to just do a baneling smash through on your planetary fortress. It's a really good idea to do a little bit of a sim city around your planetary fortress and prevent the banelings from just hitting it in a straight line.
Oh, you just picked off all those infestors right there. That was really big. Yeah, maybe about 2 games. Started up. I'm constantly throwing on 4 games. That's, I think, one of the better ways to deal with this.
He's also gone up to Hive at this point, and he has an Ultralisk den down. He has a second hatchery at his natural. He actually has 2 Ultralisk caverns. I never noticed that. He has one at his third and one at his main base. Probably just a little bit of nerves. A little bit too fast of clicking. Because that is quite a bit, right? The Ultralisk Cavern is not one of the cheaper Zerg structures, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it's 150, 200, so...
Right now I'm starting to mix Thors into my army because I know that the Ultras are coming. So I'm going much more Marauder heavy and Thor heavy, and he keeps doing these aggressive Ling run-bys, but the positioning of my buildings actually has made it much easier to hold off these Ling run-bys. He can't just go straight up to my ramp. I have supply depots in good position at my natural. I still have my wall in. I have supply depots in the back to prevent the run-by around the south side of the natural. So it was actually really difficult for him to do those run-bys because he pretty much had only one avenue he could go by, which was around the right side of the Zelnaga into the range of my sensor tower. So really any kind of run-by he tried to do, I got a very early warning on it, got a heads up on that.
Yeah, it's pretty big cities right above there. Better ones I've seen. And one thing I would like to say is that you probably should have taken your 4th a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I definitely think I should have. I could have afforded to have taken it quite a while ago, but I never broke those back rocks, and I just had the command center sitting there idle to take my 4th for quite a while.
And then that pick on the gold was very nice too. It's always good if you had
Right now I've actually got my Armor 3 upgrade going. My Weapons 3 is finished on my biological units. And I have about 8 SCVs on auto repair, just following around my Thor's tanks and medevacs, just repairing everything. And those actually paid off dividends because lots of those medevacs were really low. And the Thor getting auto repair just makes... I agree, I think it's very underrated. I think a lot more people should start using auto repair.
Yeah, it can just win games for you. Especially this late in the game where you have a lot of it. And find out if
Finally here I'm pushing to his 4th after cleaning up his 5th on the right side, and Red actually GG's out. So I was in a position right there with my siege tanks where I could hit his high yield and his 4th. So there was really nothing he could do, and that's that's the end of the game. So I hope you guys really enjoyed that game, and I will be moving on to game 2 between myself and Rhett. And thanks a lot, Ryan, for helping out with the section.